You want to do this in the DFG? You want to do this in front of the DFG, and you want to do some dumbass decisions? You'll be sanctioned accordingly.
Joe, don't move,
Whoever
please.
has these officers cuffed, and myself included, has 3 seconds to release us, or so help me God, there will be hell to pay.
I'm
Shut
getting you
up.
guys out. Give me a second. I'm getting you guys out.
Or Roger, whatever the fuck his name.
There you go, Jake. Stay. Don't get too close to Jolly. Whoever has him cuffed, whoever doesn't have him cuffed, because he's.
Oh.
Why did they? Jolly let the other guy go. What the hell?
Yeah, Lincoln just logged out in the garage, so he'll be back a little bit later to troll the fuck out of us.
Do you guys have Jolly cuffed?
Yeah,
I do.
They need bans.
Bro, after everything you really wanted, now you're gonna
over
ruin
there.
it like this? What? That's ridiculous.
So I was trying to retire, man, and I know Straight Jacket's not on right
This
now.
dude logged off right here.
Hey Jake, let's go up to PD or floor 2. Why'd you have to go like this though? Why? Well, it makes no damn sense. You begged for this job and then you gotta go like this? Makes no damn sense. Literally no damn sense.
I came in and tried to retire. It could have been worse, man, but I figured, out of the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that bad.
It's ridiculous.
Well, at the moment, you're being placed under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, will be appointed for you. Do you understand the rights as I've just read them to you, sir?
Yes.
And you want to handcuff me. That's real funny. Everybody back up for me, please, so I don't get handcuffed. I mean, that's fine. That's just, that's what, PD1, PD2?
Oh, that's a whole list.
There's a couple of them.
That's also PD6. And then also PD9.
And 7.
And also PD11. Arresting somebody without reason. I mean, so that's, most definitely you're looking at a immediate dismissal. Is that really what you wanted?
Yeah, I mean, I came in and tried to retire, and then I noticed.
So you sit here and beg Straight Jacket for a job and a fair chance. And then you go out and ruin it like this? Really?
I didn't really beg him. I mean, so I told him what's up, you know what I mean? And then I was talking to him the other day too, and I was kind of like, whatever. But I came in and decided that it just wasn't my jam over here.
Then what the hell was the whole point of even coming here?
I earned a couple bucks. I wanted to feel it out, man.
It's just sad. NRP, that kind of shows how, what type of person you are as a human being. That's just kind of a joke.
Hey, come on, man. You don't got to get personal. There's nothing against you guys, man.
I mean, you got personal too. So, I mean, I don't see why I can't get personal. I mean, you directly insulted everybody, coming here. Then you got to pull this. Oh, what the hell was the point of that?
I said it was nothing against you guys.
Yeah, at the first court.
What was the point of even coming here?
I wanted to feel it out, man. I thought, maybe I'd like it here, but it's just not. It's not my thing. So NRP, dude, the other day I came in and you guys got freaking admins sitting in Straight Jacket's office. I almost quit over that. And then you got admins sitting down on the garage floor. Like, for a fact they cannot do that kind of shit, man. I was like, dude, I'm not going to play that.
If they are called, they can. If they're called in, they can. Absolutely.
Yeah, but are you going to justify, 2 admins being in the office one day and then another one being on the ground floor the next day just to discuss how you can, get people sanctioned? That's not how that goes.
So you came here to undermine our operation, and you came here to see what was going on behind the scenes, and then you came here and saw something that you did not like, which was an admin being in two places that they have every right to. And then you have a problem with that.
Yeah, and then I came in and tried to quit.
Sorry.
Sorry, you're lucky I'm handcuffed right now.
I'm a loss for words. It's sad. It really is. God fucking damn. That's why I don't play with one hand. NRP. NRP, bro. I'm a loss for words. That's ridiculous. That's some that's a joke on why you would quit just because of that. Like that's really, really deeply sad in my opinion. I mean to offend you, but in my opinion, that's very sad on why you'd want to quit.
No, it's not just that. Like I said, man, I wasn't really feeling it, man. It's just not it's not what I was going after, I guess.
You weren't even active, so you didn't even get the full picture of it. And then now you're over here arresting people, which that's all on body cam when you have no authorization to arrest people because you don't even have your badge yet, or didn't have your badge yet. Like, what's all that about?
And transporting them in your personal vehicle at that.
Yeah, you ever drug 3 people behind a fucking car while they're handcuffed?
No.
No, because that's just inhumane.
Yeah, but they deserve it. Those guys are crooks.
No, man. You're at this point. You're the goddamn crook. I mean, dude, you just committed multiple PD violations. You just committed multiple violations of state rules. I mean, I don't see why you shouldn't go to the jail cell right now.
Should be banned.
It was going to be a whole lot worse. Well, it wasn't going to be a whole lot worse, but it could have been. Like, I considered going to the hospital and shooting that place up for a minute.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I mean, you
just submitted that on camera too, by the way.
Yeah, so I mean, at least that didn't happen, right?
No, it's still the fact that you even thought that.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. In the grand scheme of things, it's pretty fucked up, but it could have been worse, is what I'm saying. It wasn't.
Well, all this will be sent to admins, just to let you know.
That's fine.
Yeah, they witnessed it as soon as I put it in, as I dismissed you.
Yeah, make sure you get the part where, well, I got it. When I came in and tried to retire.
Yeah, I don't have that part, but I don't think I was on either.
No, that's cool. I got it. You weren't on. Because I came in and asked, I said, hey, I was like, what are the odds of getting a DFG or somebody that could retire me? And they were like, slim to none. I was like, all right. Well,
and why is that a problem?
See, the problem is because you can't just have people trying to retire and nobody to retire them.
So people can be allotted lives, NRP? People got personal stuff they got to deal with.
But I mean, you can make your request. That's kind of messed up. You can make a request on Discord too. You don't have to sit here and do this just to get fired.
Yeah, but in a weird way, this felt better.
It's because you're just a troll. That's all you are, dude.
A little bit. But what would you guys be doing right now if I wasn't here?
I'd be back on patrol like I was planning on doing. Until I seen you, I was doing a radio check. Actually, as I was running traffic, I'd done a radio check and realized you weren't answering. That was the first PD rule you violated.
That's not really a PD rule.
Then when I kept, it's not? Okay. Anyway, when I come back to PDG to get y'all transported here, try to do an AFK check on y'all, you pull in the R8, dragging people behind your car.
They didn't all fit inside.
Oh, and a little side note to answer your question, what would y'all be doing? I was getting ready for a shower and I was called online. So, if it wasn't for this whole situation, I'd be halfway through taking a shower right now.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, like, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, given how you chose to go out instead of, being patient, waiting on somebody who could retire you to come on, um, I was gonna have to come on anyway because there would have been no way that our officers here, even if Clovis was on or Alex, who are the ones right below me, even if they were on, they couldn't have handled it. I am the last person who can actually dismiss people. So, I would have gotten called on anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you, Charlotte, or the chief.
Yeah, I'm just saying in the hierarchy of things, I'm the bottom of the big three. So, like, people tend to come to me first when they actually remember that I exist. Not the point, though. Like Duck said, you could have, gone on Discord. Also, I don't know who the fuck said Slim to Nil, but obviously they forgot that they can text people. I don't, yeah. But, you know what? What's done is done at this point. Um, Duck, you can go ahead and put those on him if you want to. Because after a certain point, you did not only violate PD rules, which led to your termination, not your retirement, um, you also broke one state rules. So that opens a different can of worms.
Which one state rules did I break?
He's listing out your violations.
No, you broke a whole lot of RP rules doing that too. So, and those will be. Don't worry, there'll be a ticket made on that. So,
I did. I definitely did take a hostage. I took two of them.
well, you're probably gonna lose your whole account over this. Just to let you know. But
Man, it is super, super hard to get your account banned. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying it's really hard.
Yeah, all I had to type was like 4 words on one of my accounts and I got it banned.
Who did I insult?
literally every officer was in PDG.
That's a stretch, man, but it probably fits.
You know what? I'm not even gonna bother if I can put charge on. I'm just gonna make a green ticket anyway. So. He's just gonna use it to get out of jail free card and get out as soon as I put him in there. So there ain't no point.
Shit, if you don't wanna, I will. Free XP. Because, he did commit the charges that you were throwing out there. And yeah, it really is just free XP. Every arrest you make, you get XP off of.
Yeah, but once you get a suit, you don't really need XP anymore. I mean, you probably got all the things you need, right? You got a couple million medals.
I mean, I own every gun in the game, and I'm DFG, so I can't really go up any higher. But
That was pretty much the last thing I was thinking of. This situation, but. Go ahead and put him on.
They already hit me with a 1.7.
And with that, if you happen to have get out of jail free card, I guess this is your time to use it.
And you guys, I didn't deserve
Or
all
all
this.
the charges are on him.
How many 1.2s are you going to charge me with?
Abraham, put your gun away, dude.
Yeah, get out of here, dude.
Abraham, get out of here.
Fuck you, Duck.
Look, Jake, I know it was fucked up, man, but all these charges, they're like fucking. Look at this shit, man. I got 1.2, 1.2, 1.3, 1.3, 1.7. You know what I mean? Like, how you going to double that stuff up?
Because I went to put part of them in, and Duck went
Shit,
to
I'm
put
trying to
part
look
of
at my
them in
hole.
at the same time.
Brandon, you're another one.
Where's Duck?
Hey,
Well,
you got
you're
me
not
with
Where's
like,
Duck?
you got me with like a a gang of 3.3s, a couple of 1.7s, a couple of 1.2s. It's like two people were putting charges on me.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Hold on. Joe, go outside and get ready to grab him.
4. Woohoo!
He got double charged on a couple things.
You're wasting my time, man, Lincoln.
What's up? What's up, man? I can't help you, man. You're in the green zone. If you weren't, I.
Hey, Jake, we got another one. This guy here, Brandon, he was not responding to any of his radio checks. He told me that he was doing mission patrols, but he just come in through the front door. So I'm trying to figure out why in the hell, if he was doing MPs, why is he coming through the front door and he's not responding to any of the radio checks? He told me that he responded to the radio checks. He's going to send me a screenshot saying that he did. I'm still looking back in the chats, not seeing that he did. So
Okay, well, as was aforementioned, I was about to get in a shower, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I can
Did
handle
you get
this
what
one.
you need?
This one I sure wouldn't, won't involve having to fire somebody. So
Well, at least there's that. I don't want to do the paperwork from firing this guy. And then having to release him from jail because I went to tack charges onto him at the same time you went to. So he ended up double charged on a few things, and I had to start pulling charges off because of that.
all right, Brandon, why were you coming in the front door if you were doing MPs?
Because my car got stuck while
Well,
You know, I'm still seeing all of the old charges here.
are you? I don't know what he got me with, but I only got 20 minutes now.
Yeah, I'm seeing that, but I'm also seeing the extensive list of accidental double charges.
That's weird.
It started counting off time from when you were there earlier, so it's probably going to keep carrying on until you end up serving the full time in the jail cell. That's probably when it'll disappear.
That's going to be a problem.
No, he shot at me. I killed him. Then I restrained him.
That's how I got this charge.
That's how
Yeah, I
he's
saw
in
that it
jail.
was issued by the state. But no, so it's not actually going to show up in your wanted list, I don't think. Hold on, let me do a thing here. If it'll let me. I don't know if it will. Ah, it will. You're close enough. But yeah, so it shouldn't. Yeah, no, you're clear. It doesn't show up. It'll just show up while you're in the jail cell as old charges that you're serving time for until they're timed out.
What?
So that extensive list that I released you for, that I was going to redo those charges, those are all still showing up. All 6 pages of those, and then the 7th page is the charge issued by the state. But so that my brain's trying to catch up to what I'm trying to say. Those will probably continue showing up until you've served the time on each individual charge
PD, can we make a
while
deal?
you're in the jail cell.
I don't know.
So it doesn't show up on like your passport or anything like that, so you're good as far as that goes. But like when I went to check you under manage, it showed each and every single charge and the time remaining on each one.
That's weird.
Yeah, usually it undoes that when you get released from jail. I don't know what's going on with that one. But it should clear up, so we should be good.
All right. I had to run, Joe. You understand, man. I got no fucking cards.
Yeah, and go ahead, feel free to report me. But like I said, NRP IRL, any person who shoots at a police officer, and then gets brought down by a rifle, I'm sure they would restrain them, and move the gun away from them, so then they have no further complications with that subject. But like I said, you said you won a case, with the state before, so feel free to go ahead and report me if you feel it's necessary.
I mean, it was the exact same thing in this server.
Yeah, like I said, man, go ahead and feel free to report me. That's more than okay.
I don't want to report you, man. I just wasn't trying to do 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm okay with 20. I can live with that. But we'll see. If it gets all crazy and shit after this timer runs out, then I'll just tell admin the fucking jail glitched or something.
Well, I mean, that's what it is since your charge, like those previous charges are still showing up. Those should have cleared off when I released you from the jail cell. Which, granted, things got a little ass backwards. I was supposed to slap those back onto you. It's why I told Joe to go out there and grab you, but hey.
Oh no, Joe was there, man. Joe was there. I promise you. He fucking it did chase. I was running to HP and this dude chased me all the way fucking halfway there. I was calling for help, all kinds of shit, man. There were cars driving by, nobody was running over.
Unfortunately, he decided to shoot at me. Well, I had to shoot back and defend myself. So
yeah, no, absolutely,
stuff
man.
happens.
I had to shoot at you, Joe. You were fucking catching me.
Yep, and then he pulled that gun out. I had to make one or two choices, non-lethal or lethal, but you're kind of a little ways up there, so lethal was necessary.
You know what I should have done, man? I fucking panicked because you were too close. I have a gang taser. If I could have tased you, I could have got away.
Yeah, you most definitely could have. I gave you multiple chances. I could have tased you right away, but I want to give you a chance to at least surrender yourself. I kind of figured you wouldn't. We should just tased you down because you're already disobeying me and kind of resisting arrest. But I still decided to give you the benefit of the doubt. Unfortunately, you had to keep running away from me, and then you made a dumb choice of shooting at me. So I'm sorry for the ending there, but hope it goes well, man, in the future.
Yeah, no hard feelings, man. Like I said, I'm not even trying to file a red book on you or a green book or whatever. So I'm not a big fan of filing books because that shit takes forever anyways. But I said I wasn't trying to spend fucking 2 hours and some change in here. Last time I had 2 hours, man, it took me like 2 weeks to get rid of it almost.
Yeah, but like I said, man, go ahead and feel more than free to go ahead and file a complaint like every other person should. You have the right to do so. So go ahead and use that if you feel that you're in the right. I'm more than happy to fight that case because I see sides that are in your favor and I see sides that are in my favor. So like I said, go for it, man. If you think you can win it.
Yeah, well, I mean, so if you handcuff somebody who's been shot, right, and they die, they don't go to jail.
Well, no, but NRP, multiple scenarios have happened where somebody gets shot. If I'm chasing after a subject, IRL, NRP, they turn around and shoot at me, and I shoot them, a few good times, wherever it may be. They end up on the ground. First thing I'm gonna do is kick the gun away from them. Take that, put it somewhere where they can't reach it. Second thing I'm gonna do is probably cuff them. So then they can't sit there, punch at me, resist arrest. So that gives me time to wound them up, help save them, try and, you know, heal them the best that I could, put some tourniquets on them, whatever it may be, so they stop bleeding out so bad. And then get EMS called as I did. So EMS can come over, give you the proper care that you need. And then once they give you the proper care that you need, then you go sit in a hospital bed. Once you're good to go, then you go to a jail cell. That's exactly how it would go IRL. That's what I was trying to play into effect there.
Yeah, but I died.
Just a quick question. How do you leave PD?
In what sense?
Like, leave altogether? Because at this point, I'm sick and tired of getting in shit for stuff that I don't do. So I really don't want to deal with this shit anymore.
If you're wanting to leave PD, type I want to retire in the chat.
Okay. Pretty sad that you're just so quick to, allow somebody to leave,
This is bullshit.
That's cool.
It's called I'm tired
Nah,
and
bro, I
don't
ran
really
shit.
know what I'm doing right now.
Oh, well, that's valid. That's great. Talk to somebody who
Yeah,
knows what they're doing then. Since
that's why I was logging off. But okay.